Hello and welcome back to On the Road Adventure. We are here on a very rainy day, but we are at Devon's newest and coolest motorcycle cafe. This is Macpherson's Eagle Road in Plymouth.
Yeah, we had a really nice ride in pouring rain, couldn't see far ahead of us, so really good we put the waterproofs before we left home, but we had a quite pleasant ride on the Royal Enfields here.
Speaking of Royal Enfields, Macpherson's is very soon to be the new home of Royal Enfield here in Devon as well. They've just taken it on as a new dealership, but there's so many cool brands and different things of bikes here.
And they've got really cool motorcycles that I want to see, but that's in the building behind us. We'll show you that in a minute. I think I want a hot drink first.
Definitely.
Hi. One Americano. And what interesting drinks do you make? Chai, yes. Thank you.
We're just admiring this coffee machine here. What a flash-looking machine, and the owner here told us it's actually called the Cafe Racer, which is why they bought this model. This Harley in the middle of the room is absolutely commanding my attention. I don't know too much about Harleys, but I know I really love this one. Custom paint job on it, it's 114 engine, Screaming Eagle hypercharger air inductor there, and a humongous exhaust system. I bet that thing makes some very pretty noises. Get a look at the size of this tyre. That thing is absolutely massive. The side number plate there. And then we got this custom back end with these tiny lights built into the rear fender there. Very cool.
How much do you think the tyre cost?
Oh, I don't know. It's got to be 300 quid a tyre at least, I would have thought.
Wow. I must admit, this is the prettiest latte art I've ever got. Ever. It's just really nice. Dirty chai for me and a black coffee for Rich.
What I love about places like this is the feel of it. You know, sometimes you go to a cafe and there's hard seating or stools and you don't feel like you want to really sit there and chill out and hang around. Whereas when there's sofas put in, for me it just conveys a different message. It means sit down, make yourself comfortable, spend an afternoon here, and that's exactly what we intend to do.
My coffee's so pretty, I almost don't want to drink it, but I must. '56, 1956 Royal Enfield. Does the brown sauce go with the bacon as well? Or
yeah,
ketchup?
always. Yeah. Brown with meat. Yeah, red with eggs. Them's the rules.
Eggs? Why would you put ketchup on eggs? Disgusting.
They've got a full and extensive menu, everything from breakfast to halloumis and all kinds of
Fancy stuff.
Fancy food, yeah, but we've just gone for a bog standard sausage and bacon back.
I mean, if you think about it, what's the one thing that every biker wants when you go to a cafe? You want a sausage or a bacon bap.
Can't beat it.
This is the first time in my life I'm actually seeing and touching Harley Davidson live wire. I think that's the only electric one that they make. I don't know whether they're hugely popular in this country, but apparently they're really fun to ride.
Imagine telling a Harley Davidson owner 10 years ago that a Harley engine would look like this. All right, I know it's not strictly speaking Harley Davidson, but it does say Harley on the badge. That's not as light as you would imagine that to be. I'm not convinced I would buy one of these for the Harley factor, obviously. But if you lived in a city centre, an electric bike, it does make a lot of sense. If you can just put this in your garage and you're taking a short trip into town, then you can see why the idea of electric motorcycles is catching along. But for me, I think the range needs to come up and the price needs to come down to make these a viable option for most of us. This one is absolutely beautiful, pride and place right in the centre of the cafe here, and you can see why. With this Norton, it's basically art. If you had something like this, I'm not sure that you would ride it, but if you do fancy one, this one has been reduced now to only £35,000, but you can't ride it in the rain. The frame hasn't been lacquered. Another Norton here, this is the V4 CR, beautiful looking thing. I think I would enjoy if I own one like this, keeping it nice and clean and polishing it, and getting this carbon fibre reflecting, it looks really nice. This is a luxury motorcycle for sure, and even in the small components like this sprocket, it really shows the design and the thought that's gone into that. I mean, just look at it, just a simple sprocket. Proper custom Honda over here, looking pretty in the window. This one's had a visit to the London bike shed by the looks of it. There's a merch section here. They've got their own t-shirts and hoodies and bits and pieces. I really like the design of that. I might have to get myself one of those. There's some ketone shirts here as well, very cool. And some nice gloves, look at that. Very cool. Really nice quality leather gloves there. There's a range of some hipster jackets here as well. And the guy was telling me earlier, he's actually getting in some nice Belstaff ones and some new brands coming as well.
If I had a nice Norton, maybe. That's the wrong size, mate. That's nice. Just outside the cafe is another building full of motorcycles.
Treasure. There's a whole section here. This is all Aprilia motorcycles. Lots of sports bikes and pretty looking ones. But as you can imagine, we are drawn straight to this corner over here to see the adventure bikes. This is the Touareg Rally. Spec'd up quite nicely actually, this one, SC Project exhaust.
That reminds me of a Tenere. Can I sit on it? Yeah?
Can you touch the floor?
Let's see if I can touch the floor.
That is nearly as eye-grabbing as the sticker kit that you just put on your bike.
But I could ride it. That's all I need really, that much.
That's a lovely looking thing.
That's really good. It feels good. Really upright on this one. I don't know about you, but for me, motorcycles are a lot about how they look like. And I just really love the gold. If I was to change my Tenere for the looks only, not even comparing anything, I'd definitely go for the gold.
We don't usually look at the sports bikes, but some bikes, they're deserving of a little bit of attention. This is the Aprilia RS V4, and it is 220 brake horsepower. The tech on this thing is absolutely state-of-the-art. It is absolutely amazing from top to bottom. Not really my thing, but you have to appreciate the technology and the power and the speed and everything else that comes with this bike.
This is officially the fastest motorcycle you can legally purchase to ride on the road. I never knew it would be this brand, but here we go.
You know this bike is seriously fast when it's got these spoilers on the front.
I tell you what, bikes like this just scare me. There's no way I would be riding it to its capabilities, no chance.
This is the Moto Guzzi Stelvio, named after its namesake, the Stelvio Pass. And I got a little bit of shit in one of our last videos for saying that I've never ridden a Moto Guzzi, to be fair, because I felt that this is a V-twin engine put in the wrong way. But a lot of you have corrected me on this, and you know, I knew it was going to be controversial, but there is a lot of benefits to having the engine this way. And the guys here have actually said kindly that if we need any further convincing, we can take out 2 of these Moto Guzzis and you know, go for a ride on them for a day. So we might take them up on that and see what these are all about. For a big adventure bike, this feels really approachable. I can't believe I'm almost flat-footed each side on this one, and there's a nice big wide comfy seat. The bars are swept nicely. They come both back to me and sweep around, so my wrists are really relaxed. This feels like the comfort of a big BMW GS, but also in the opposite way, it feels compact and more light and nimble. And I can see there's a lot of tech on board of this one as well. The more I sit and spend time on this, the more tempted I think I could be to take it for a spin. This bike's fitted here with the blind spot mirrors, lots of technology. We've got lane changing assist, we've got cruise control. If you can think of it, this bike has got it.
Me being a 90s kid, I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to this headlight. It's sort of like a throwback to the 90s, I think, with a lot of headlights back from different models and different motorcycles. But I really like the look of them. There's 3 of them. That's called V85 Moto Guzzi, and this is a top spec one. I'm here, base model, and another one. There is so much to look at, but it would be really interesting to ride them, at least one of them.
For me, there is no denying that a shaft drive on an adventure bike when you're touring would make a big difference to ease of maintenance. The salesman's given me the key and says that this bike sounds like no other bike out there on the road, and he says that we have to hear it, so of course I am going to oblige. He described it as sounding like an American muscle car sat at the lights ticking over. And yeah, it does sound very unique. I wouldn't change the exhaust on that. I can feel that sideways motion of the engine. This is the MV Agusta Rush Mamba, number 21 of 300, and this is just stunningly beautiful in the most aggressive way you could imagine. 208 horsepower, proper lairiness.
They are so unique, they almost not made for riding.
Look at this tail section here. Have you ever seen anything like it? I think that is completely unique. And with this lovely Arrow exhaust system there as well, you just know that that is going to rattle windows. Now, this being the signature Mamba styling is finished in the iconic Mamba red livery. Each tank is painted by a master craftsman, and it's so sensitive to humidity and temperature that it can only be applied in the autumn. There's a board here that says a little bit about the bike here, and it's a limited edition legacy, and it's described as beautiful, brutal and built to dominate. I think that is worded very nicely. It's got a massive electronics suite, and this bike includes 8 fuel injectors, launch control, quick shifter, corner and ABS, Brembo brakes, Öhlins suspension, carbon fibre components. This bike's got it all.
So if you fancy some motorcycle art, it will cost you 44,000 British pounds.
This one is the MV Agusta F3RR Competition, and it is number 3 of 300 and the only one in the UK, we believe.
If there is one thing I learned today on our little trip to a local motorcycle shop, is that you never know what's going to surprise you. And even though I'm looking at the MV Agusta that I cannot afford or don't have a mantelpiece that I can place them on, it's just so amazing to look at them. This is not an everyday motorcycle you see. A lot of us pick motorcycles based on practicality and what we're planning to do. I think when it comes to these helmets, it's all about looking cool, nothing else.
This is art, I think, that we probably could afford to collect. And do you know what? They're so cool to look at. Why not collect these instead of actually using them? Rurik helmets. The Norton Commando 961. Look at this thing. Again, art, but this is usable art. This is something that you can buy and take down the country lanes on a sunny day. And why not too? Look at it.
I'm not sure where the Norton is produced today, but that's another brand. When you hear the name, you just hear England. I know nothing about this Norton, but it looks old and it looks very unique.
These ones are for sale, or in fact have actually already sold. These already belong to proud owners.
Again, I love the colours. I love the black and the gold combo, but I'm not sure we are cool enough to ride them, Rich. You need to be really cool to have one. I think this one got lost in here. There's only one. What's that? Road glide?
This is a street glide.
Street glide.
I'll tell you what, I fancy a bit of this, you know. You need the long, straight roads of America and the sound of this thing rumbling away. What a beauty.
It looks like the alarm's gonna go off in a minute.
Yeah, they love it, these things. Anybody who owns a Harley will be very familiar with the noise that the alarm makes. My last one wouldn't stop going off, you just look at it.
I'm guessing this is another not for sale but only vintage display Norton here. Very beautiful. There's Harley live wire, two of them. They both have a different design. I mean, to be honest, we don't know anything about them.
This one though, you can tell that Harley's had their hands on this, can't you? With this sort of high front end and the extended bars, underslung mirrors. That looks a little bit more like Harley, but I think I'd much rather the street glide. That was a very cool experience in there. There was a lot of cool motorcycles, ones I haven't seen before, and ones that actually I'd quite like to try now. I am interested in that Moto Guzzi.
Do you know what? I didn't expect this. I'm feeling so, I don't know, fuzzy and all. I'm just so happy that I found that Moto Guzzi, the V84 TT.
We feel like we've discovered something, don't we?
Honestly, I'm like, how had I not seen this? And I need to do some research when we go home, and I want to find out more about that motorcycle. Apparently it's good for traveling. That's what happens when you're addicted to motorcycles. Everything is just so interesting, and I want to see it all, I want to ride it all.
We've had an absolute blast here today.
I know, it made me so happy.
It has been a really good place.
I'm feeling so content. I love this place. It's got such a good motorcycle vibe.
Yeah.
And like we said on all our previous videos, there is no place like the United Kingdom when it comes to motorcycle culture.
Definitely.
Add this place on your list, and if you're traveling to Plymouth or taking a ferry or coming back from whatever you are, just stop here
stop for
a drink.
And what's
really
great as well is it's not just the other customers, and it's not about all the bikes and everything. The staff here as well at Macphersons, they're all riders as well. We've been chatting stories, and you know, yeah, it's just been really good. Really loved it
really
today.
Good. Well, I'm not looking forward to riding back home. My gloves that I took with me today are soaking wet, so that will be nice hour riding home in cold.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed this little video at Macphersons here in Devon. Give us a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.